You've likely heard the term gaslighting, but you might not be 100% sure what it means. Basically, gaslighting is a form of manipulation where someone acts in a way that has you doubting yourself. They make you doubt your view on things, your memory, even your own judgment. If you often walk away from conversations with certain people feeling like the crazy one, you may be a casualty of gaslighting. Today, I'm going to teach you the top 7 ways to know if you're being manipulated by a gaslighter. I put out new videos every week, so make sure to subscribe and give this a like and spend more time with me. All right, number 1. Criticizing or putting you down. This is one of the first ways a gaslighter shows their really true colors. Whatever you do isn't quite good enough, or they look for ways to undermine your self-esteem. This could be, really overt. Oh, you're such an idiot. I don't know how you get through life. To something more subtle. Oh, late again? You're so disorganized. I guess I should be happy you show up at all. It also might show up as comparing you to other people. Oh, Jack's wife manages to take care of their kids without any help. Or, I wish you'd make our front yard look as nice as the Riveras. Something like that. All right. Number 2, complete denial of the facts or just outright telling lies. This is the one that will really make you feel crazy and start questioning your own thinking. They say things like, I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened. You weren't at the restaurant with me when I said that. Oh, I went to Harvard before we started dating. I just never mentioned it before. It can make you nuts. Number 3, telling you what you're feeling or invalidating your feelings in some way. And this one is probably the one that, as a psychologist, I get you in here talking to me a lot about. They say things like, you're just being paranoid. Oh, stop with the crocodile tears. You're not really upset. I didn't say anything that bad. Why are you so mad? I'm the one who should be mad. This might also show up as them accusing you of being too something. You're too emotional, or I don't know why you're overly sensitive. So you're like too of something. This is really just another tactic to invalidate your feelings and make you the wrong one. And I'd really love for you to tell me if you've had any of these happen in your own relationship by commenting below. I want you to remember that it really helps others to know they're not alone. You know how you feel when you see a comment that is resonating with you. So definitely leave a comment below if any of this is ringing a bell. Okay, number 4, blaming you for what they're doing. It might be something like, oh, you keep asking me if I'm lying. I think you're the one that's lying, and you've got a guilty conscience. And you feel like you just don't even know what to do with that. I see this one a lot in love relationships when the gaslighter is actually doing something secretive, like hiding money or spending money without telling their partner, or some kind of flirting, emotional or physical cheating, any of that. At work, you might innocently ask the gaslighter if they have a receipt for the money they took from petty cash, and they attack you. Oh, I'm not a thief. You're so focused on receipts. I wonder why. Is there something you're doing you're trying to blame me for? I know, it's exhausting. And you're left feeling, did I go into Cuckooville? Am I in an alternate universe here? What just happened? I asked for a simple receipt. So it can show up in any of those ways. All right. Number 5. Thinking they do more than they do. People who gaslight have an inflated sense of themselves and huge entitlement. So they might drive their kids to, baseball practice once a month, but then say something like, oh, I'm always driving the kids to practice. I'm the only one who cares about what they're doing. Or maybe you ask them to take out the garbage or clean up after themselves, and they say something like, you're lucky. I do so much around here. You know how few husbands help out as much as me, and now you're nagging me to do even more. Any of those are really this overinflated sense, this entitlement, and again, they really do believe that they do more than they do. Sometimes it's just an outright lie, but sometimes they believe it because that's how not synced up to reality they are. Okay, number 6. Attacking or putting down activities or people who are important to you. So something like, oh, no wonder you like that pathetic reality show. Your mother was flaky too. maybe we don't go out with your friends because they're a bunch of losers. All they want to do is sit around drinking beer. Or maybe you volunteer or have a part-time job, something you really care about, and they say, well, you don't have a real job, so you don't understand what I'm talking about. Any of those things are them really, you can feel it, right? Really pulling a number on you. All right, and the last sign of gaslighting that I see the most is trying to turn other people against you or hurt your credibility with them. And these are real life things I've had happen. I had someone once have their partner tell a coworker at an office party, hey, I'm worried about Jack, this guy's drinking. I wouldn't trust what he's saying right now if I were you. I know, crazy, right? Or maybe you're out to eat with another couple and you leave to go to the bathroom, and this happened to one of my clients, and later when after she had left, she heard that her apartment said, it's weird how whenever we eat, she goes to the bathroom. I think she's purging when she leaves. I'm really worried about her. I'm trying all I can do to help. At the same time that they're undermining, they're also making themselves look fabulous. That's a double whammy. And my client, by the way, did not have an eating disorder at all. But you can see how this is like undermining and just, working at the base in a bad way. So, gaslighting is often a signal that you're likely dealing with someone who's a narcissist or who at least has narcissistic tendencies. And if you find yourself feeling like you're always the crazy one, always apologizing, but you're not even sure what for anymore, and feeling a heightened level of anxiety maybe when you're interacting, then you're likely dealing with a gaslighter, and you need to create solid boundaries ASAP. If you want to learn more about creating those boundaries, you can check out a video I did on that. I'll link to that below. And if you're really ready to dive deep on this, I dedicated an entire episode of my Relationships Made Easy podcast to how to deal with a narcissist. And I will link to that episode below. And, CNBC named us one of the top 10 podcasts you should be listening to right now, recently, this last year. So you should be listening right now, as well as watching me here. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll see you next week.